When I was going for a morning walk, I accidentally stumbled into him. Guess what? All of you are so lucky to have a chairman like Dr. Biju Ramesh. The moment I met, few minutes into the conversation, he said, I want you to come. What you have done, I want each and every one of you to do. So kudos to him for thinking like that for you, on behalf of you guys every day. So myself, I just want to let you all know, I'm an entrepreneur. You don't need to be extremely book smart to be an entrepreneur. I consider myself an average guy. Yes, I did not fail any class. I passed, but I was an optimist. ഏത് സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ ഒരു ശുഭാപ്തി വിശ്വാസം ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കുക, right? And forward thinking and curious mind. And when you see a problem, an entrepreneur will not think that's a problem. You think, wow, how can I solve this problem, right? And be passionate about it. Then you solve the problem, you feel good. And if the problem you solved is big enough, big problem, then money will come. Don't think or don't start a company thinking that I'm going to make a lot of money. At least in my case, I didn't do it that way. I had a job, a corporate job after computer science. I was working for Computer Associates as a software engineer. I stumbled into real estate big data, meaning every single property in North America, when you buy and sell, the ownership is registered, just like here at the Adharam office, right? Local panchayat or wherever. And in America, we have 50 states, 3,150 different counties. Guess what? 3,150 counties have 3,150 ways of storing the information, and they don't talk to each other. It is very cryptic. I said, wow, there's an opportunity here. Let me collect all this data from different counties, write a software, build a platform, standardize it, and then give it to everybody else. And when Infosys and Cognizant and TCS were going on IT service-related areas, I went into big data. This was in 1999. 99 and 2000, 2001, 2 and 3, I never really made any money. In 2003 forward, customers realized this guy is for real, and I was able to disrupt that marketplace. When I started this business, an entrepreneur or a businessman, you need to think out of the box and be aware of what is happening in that industry and the cost. So when I started, US property records were going for like $1.50 per property record. I started selling it for 75 cents, which is half. So I grew. Then they looked at me and said, who is this guy? They try to sue you, or they try to buy you out, or they try to disrupt you. So when the competition caught up, what I got lucky was I came to Trivandrum Technopark and set up the company and hired a lot of people from Trivandrum's suburbs to start entering the data. Guess what? If I was just be a manual data capturing company today, I would have been out of business 10 years ago. I'm surviving after 22 years and did well. Guess what? Initially, we were entering all manual. But when technology changed, we also evolved. So for entrepreneurship, the trick is, in your organization, you want to continuously look outside your organization and see what is happening, and make sure the change in your organization is happening at a faster pace than others in your industry. Then you survive. Today, in Trivandrum Technopark, the data is captured not by manual, it is done by robotic process automation to bring efficiency. And the sweetest spot for me in all of this is 21 years ago, I was able to start this company where profit and purpose go together. The purpose of employing some of the poorest people in Trivandrum to give them a job, and 70% of them are females from below poverty homes. So I'm giving them a livelihood on one hand, capturing the data. I have a customer base in the US, and I grew. So that to me is priceless. So 2005 to 2015 came. I see how the world is changing, how AI and machine learning and deep learning and cognitive computing and metaverse is coming. I realized I can't stay the way I am. I need to further innovate and grow bigger. That's when I realized what I need to do, and teamed up with Mr. Anthony Satyadas, who was with IBM, having a cozy job. He and I came together to form Innovation Incubator Group of Companies. Today, our model is we invest in ideas that has potential to disrupt the status quo and have high market cap valuation. So we have about 27, 28 companies that we have funded so far, and we will continue to do so. I do not want to steal the show. Mr. Anthony Satyadas is the CEO of the company. He came prepared with a PowerPoint slide, so I'm going to make my speech very, very short. One thing for all of you young guys, 65% of the kids in school below 10th grade will be going into a job that doesn't exist in the world today. What are those jobs? How will I prepare myself for those jobs? Even for Rajadhani Group of Institutions, how will I have a curriculum that trains the workforce of tomorrow? That is the big picture. And I don't want to come and stand here and tell you how great I am or what have you. That's not the intent. I would rather answer to any of your questions, any doubts, once the presentation is over. So with that said, I want to toss this to Anthony so that we don't waste the valuable time. And last but not least, if an average guy like me can go to the US, start a company, employ several thousands people, and be financially successful, it is possible. The thing is, be an optimist. And also, go and talk to your friends and families who are working in the industry. What industry are they working? What kind of problems do you have? What change you like to have? You listen to them. Use your brain to think, gee, how can I solve those problems? Solving a problem is the way you become successful. You cannot create a company if you don't have an idea that is too good enough to solve the problem and generate financial success. Good luck with everyone. I'm always available via email. Thank you so much for your valuable time, and thanks again for the opportunity.